Today we are going to discuss Carnatic wars. The first Carnatic wars যেটা অ্যাংলো-ফ্রেঞ্চদের মধ্যে হয়েছিল 1746 to 1748, 2 years. First Anglo-French War 1746 to 48, late 18th century marked the beginning of Anglo-French rivalry. The Austrian Wars of Succession was fought between French and England, and the First Carnatic War was its fallout. Few French ships were captured by the English Navy in 1746. Madras was seized both by land and sea by the French governor Dupleix. Thus, between France and England, a war broke out. এটা কিভাবে শেষ হয়েছিল? ট্রিটি অফ এক্স লা চাপেল্লা, ফ্রান্সে হয়েছিল বলে ফ্রেঞ্চ নেম. The general war between England and the French was ended in 1748, and in the same year Madras was restored to the English as a part of the peace settlement under the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. The Austrian War of Succession was also ended by this treaty, but the rivalry in trade and possessions in India continued even after the end of First Carnatic War. Second Anglo-French War 1748 to 1754. The Nizam of Hyderabad and the Nawab of Carnatic disputed over the issue of succession in the Second Carnatic War. English feared that if Chanda Sahib, an ally of French, was given the throne, it would adversely affect their trade, since their enemies French would get the hinterland of Madras. Thus, in the battle, English sent Robert Clive along with 300 Indian soldiers and 200 European soldiers. Clive was able to defeat Chanda Sahib due to the timely arrival of the Maratha chief Munran Rao. Chanda Sahib was bound to rise the siege of Trichinopoli. He ran away and the general of Tanjore made him put to death. Hence, the next Nawab of Carnatic or Arcot was Muhammad Ali. In 1754, Dupleix was recalled to France when he could not recover his position. The peaceful negotiation with English was started by Godiot, who was the successor of Dupleix, and eventually he ended the warfare with them in 1754 AD. Under Treaty of Pondicherry. Treaty of Pondicherry, Second Carnatic War was brought to an end in 1754. The Treaty of Pondicherry provisions included English and French companies promised not to interfere in the internal matters of Indian rulers. English and French companies promised not to interfere in the internal matters of Indian rulers. Treaty of Pondicherry outcome 2 number. Under Marquis de Bussy Castellino, French army's stay at Hyderabad was accepted. English and French agreed to return various territories captured by them only after the approval of respective governments at home. The treaty was finalized. Third Anglo-French War 1758 to 63. The life of the Treaty of Pondicherry was very short. The famous 7 years of war broke out in Europe in 1756, and in India also the two nations began to fight. Thus, the fallout of the 7 years of war was the Third Carnatic War. To mitigate the influence of British in India, a powerful army was sent by the French government under the command of the Count de Lally. In the Battle of Vandivas in January 1760, the French army under Lally was defeated by the French general Sir Ericourt after defeating French badly. Pondicherry and Mahe was captured by the English. Finally, the Treaty of Paris ended the war in 1763. Under this treaty, English returned Pondicherry to the French. The French factories could no longer get fortified or adequately garrisoned with troops even after getting restored in India.